Hello everyone, welcome to another On This Day in Canadian Military History reaction video. My name is Brad St. Croix. I hold a PhD in history from the University of Ottawa, where I focused on military history, Canadian military history specifically, and the Battle of Hong Kong. So I've been running this channel for a while. For those of you who don't know or are new to the channel, it's been about a year now. I really enjoy the process and do all kinds of different stuff. And this is kind of something new I've started doing. So, and I've really enjoyed it because I'm starting to get some feedback about it and people want to see more. And that's what this one is today. Someone wanted me to take a look at the video produced by the Royal Canadian Legion about the Italian campaign for Canada. Posted that in another video. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at their video. Like my other videos, I've never seen. Oh, sorry. Like for the other reaction ones, I try to watch them fresh because I just want to see what they have. I don't want to have any preconceived things and try to, push a narrative one way or the other and see what I can see, come up with some, commentary, conclusions, some insights, point some stuff out if necessary. Again, it's not just to make it look like it's bad or good. It's just to see what is presented. So we'll get it going and we'll see what we have for us. Had some pretty big Canadian celebrities narrating these, which is really cool. Like the last one was Barry Pepper about D-Day. I'm going to do another one about Dieppe that is the late Alex Trebek, which is very cool. And this one's Dan Aykroyd, which is very interesting.
On July 10th, 1943, 2,590 Allied vessels waited off the coast of Sicily.
Landing in Sicily, Operation Husky.
On board were 181,000 troops. It was the largest amphibious operation to date.
Yep. Quickly surpassed.
By the finish of the bloody Italian campaign, more than 92,000 Canadians had played a part.
Yep.
Yet it remains relatively unheralded, overshadowed by the drama of D-Day.
A little bit. A lot, yeah. But it's still talked about frequently, I think.
The Allies advanced quickly through Sicily, taking thousands of Italian prisoners and driving the Germans north.
Yep. Still some heavy fighting, though.
Italy would fall easily.
Not exactly. They wanted Italy out of the war. They didn't say the peninsula was necessarily going to be easy to take.
The Germans dug in. The loyal Edmonton Regiment's D Company was shredded on the outskirts of town.
Yep. Brutal fighting at Ortona.
They managed to fight their way through to an apartment building where they gained the high ground and dispersed the Germans, opening the door for the Allies. We fought from house to house and from room to room, said Morris White.
Just going to pause it there. He talked about Sicily, and then they moved right to Ortona. There's a big chunk there missing. There's no mention of the landings on the mainland, which Canadians participated in. None of that, unfortunately. Though the push up the boot, it was not exactly easy to get to Ortona. Tough fighting outside of it as well, like that was just briefly mentioned. And I guess the time span between these is quite, there's a gap here. We got September for the landings, and then this is late December, right? Because it's famously fought over during Christmas. So we just kind of skipped a bit there. So we'll see what's coming. They might focus on like the defensive lines and everything the Germans set up in Italy. So we'll see. But we got just some information seems to be missing, and they want to go right to Ortona, which is interesting. But I get why. It's quite a popular battle to talk about. Even I've done quite a bit with Ortona.
We had to blow holes through one room to another, and then we threw a grenade in to make sure there were no Germans.
That photo there is not from Ortona.
It's the only way we could make progress.
Commonly said to me, it's not.
The march through Italy left ruined towns and thousands.
This is footage from Ortona. This is the destructive ruins of the city.
Wrote Lieutenant Charles Sidney Frost of Princess Patricia's Canadian Light.
Yeah, PPCLI. Yeah, see the defensive lines.
South of Rome was the Hitler line. Approaching at the Seaforth Highway.
Oh, that's the thing I wanted to mention. I forgot. Just made me think about it. Is opening the door for the Allies, I think was said about Ortona. Not really. It's still controversial today. Talk about that part of the Ortona battle. Like, was it even necessary? Why was it taken in the first place? There's all kinds of debates about what Montgomery, head of the 8th Army, wanted at the time. The idea that taking Ortona and they could sweep around and get to Rome that way, which didn't work very quickly. Anyway, that was the thinking, which failed. It's kind of a misrepresented battle in that sense. Didn't really do much to advance the Allied cause, to be honest. The push towards Rome directly to the south is what really broke the lines there, and that we'll get to here. And it looks like in a second, but just to say that Ortona played a big role in that is just it's disputed. Let's say the least there.
Islanders, Loyal Edmontons, and Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry were cut down by machine gun fire.
Yeah.
800 Canadians gave their lives.
There was a high casualty rate at Ortona, obviously because of the brutal urban fighting.
But the line was breached, and the Allies entered Rome on June 4th, 1944.
Yeah, just 2 days before D-Day, right? Unfortunate timing for the memories of these things. And Italy was out of the war by this point.
48 hours later, the Normandy invasion began,
Yeah.
and the Italian campaign was all but forgotten.
Well, I wouldn't say that, especially not for the families who lost people.
Canadians pushed on to the heavily fortified Gothic Line.
And we've skipped another big one.
Pushed through,
I get why,
but at great cost.
and unfortunately they skipped the Leary Valley. I'm not really sure. They talk about things that are forgotten, and then they miss a big chunk of heavy fighting for the Canadians in Italy to get to this point. Again, I know they want to keep them short for attention spans, but it seems like a big omission to me.
In the end, there were 26,254 Canadian casualties in the Italian campaign.
Yeah, it's a lot. German POWs.
Some of the men were there for 20 months,
Somewhere.
fighting the increasingly desperate Germans.
Yeah. Did a magnificent job defensively, though, delaying as much as possible. Became masters of it.
3 Canadians were awarded the Victoria Cross.
Yep.
Ernest Smoky Smith was one of them.
Good old Smoky Smith.
Became the last surviving recipient of the Victoria Cross,
What a character.
dying in 2005.
He was a character. Loved by pretty much everybody. Everybody loves Smoky Smith.
19
It should be noted, last Canadian awarded the Victoria Cross. As they still have been awarded since. Just not to Canadians, for all kinds of reasons.
As 1945 began, the Allies in Italy expected no more great gains and turned their attention to northwestern Europe.
So I triple checked here. I'm not sure what's going on. If this was on purpose, it just seems like an odd edit cut. Not a criticism, just seems like something's missing. They're about to talk about like Operation Gold Flight there or something, and then they just don't. So maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it's my connection. I triple checked. Nothing there. Anyway, I'll just let it go because there's just some cool photos. I'll just turn the sound off. Like there's some footage. There's Smoky Smith again, that kind of thing. It's good. It's just I don't know what's with that editing there. That was really strange. But yeah, lots of cool footage and videos from the Italian campaign for Canada, especially. This one, I'm not sure. I think that's not even Italy. Yeah, the thing like the King came and all of that stuff, which you see from a lot of places. There's John Mahoney, got one of the Victoria Cross winners, or was awarded the Victoria Cross. This footage is getting rid of Mussolini. Really, really interesting stuff. So yeah, I guess that was shorter, than I was anticipating because of the technical problem. But again, maybe I'll check later. But I don't know what's going on with that. Good video, like I said earlier. It's missing quite a bit. I feel like you could have added another minute or two, and it would still be good. Talking more about I don't know, maybe Operation Baytown, where they landed on the mainland, the Leary Valley, because that's an important part for the Canadian Corps, First Canadian Corps, in Italy. And their campaign to push up. Yeah, the Gothic Line gets quite a bit of attention as terms as Italy gets in Canada. But something like the Leary Valley is just skipped. It's strange. Yeah, a little more component talk would have been nice, talking about what units were there other than just Ortona, because it's not just one brigade fighting in the Italian campaign, despite how much attention Ortona does get. There's a lot more going on there. And then the Victoria Cross winners, which is good to see. I do enjoy seeing that. But again, there's more to Canada's Italian campaign too. A lot of casualties, like they mentioned. It's not all just glory and heroism and all that stuff, right? A lot of suffering and fighting and death, unfortunately, for Canadians in Italy, which tends to get forgotten a lot. Literally could talk all day about the Italian campaign and why it's ignored and the whole D-Day Dodgers thing. If you don't know what that is, I can't really explain it too well here very quickly. So I just do some poking around online and read about that and everything. It's a complicated topic, but that kind of encapsulates kind of not just Canadian views, but American, British, other countries as well who fought in Italy. And it's just kind of forgotten in that sort of sense. Like I said, Northwest Europe gets a lot of attention, especially because the liberation of Rome is literally 2 days before D-Day, so that takes a lot of attention away. Other than that, good video. I've enjoyed them so far. That's 2 now from the Legion, and I do like the production. Other than that weird glitch or whatever that was, I'm not sure. I'm gonna probably double check, see after if it's still working. Might come back and add. We'll see if I get it working. Other than that, yeah, it's good. I like this one with the photos and everything. Like in the last video, I kind of nitpicked about like using photos that were not D-Day and that kind of thing. Very little of this happening here, as far as I can tell, because I just kind of kept it general, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's good to see it all anyway. So it's nice that the Italian campaign got attention from the Legion like this. Again, I'm just not sure what's going on with that weird glitch. Anyway, so if you like this, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. The liking and the subscribing is really, really hugely helpful to me. It seems like a little action, but it has a big impact because it helps the system for the recommendations, right? If some more people are liking it, it'll recommend it to more people, and then the content of on OTD and Canadian military history can reach more people. And I need your help to do that. So please do. And if you like the stuff, please subscribe, like I said, or become a patron. If you can give a few bucks a month, it makes a big difference and help me keep doing this. And this isn't the only thing I'm doing. I got lots of other stuff on the channel. So check it out and see if there's stuff you like. There's all kinds of different stuff. So I'm sure there's something you can find. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.